Hi guys, welcome back to the Three Lotus Tarot. Today I have got a little bit of a different read for you. And today we're not doing a pick a card. I do never told you guys this before, but I do like to follow the royal family. I do like to know what's going on with them, and the fact that they have a lot of activities, events, happenings, and milestones in their lives that are playing out in the public stage for the world to see is just really interesting for me. Not for the drama. Well, sometimes the drama does really get to you, but I truly believe that what they're going through, especially with Harry and Meghan, um, there are a lot of lessons to be learned. They do play their roles, being here, teaching us, showing to us what are possibilities, when people are traumatized, when people are a certain way, whether they're narcissistic, whether they're weak, whether they're strong, whether they feel that they have a bigger purpose and they hold true to that bigger purpose. How do they keep themselves resilient? How do they keep themselves above the fray? Because that's definitely not an easy thing to do, right? When we are faced with so many different challenges, when we are faced with so many different infuriating situations, right? It's not always the best way to be. So we're gonna go ahead and find out how we are going to learn a little bit more about an important character in the royal family. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. Who are we talking about? Princess Catherine. I have not read about this online, but I have done my own little reading just to find out how she is. She getting better? What's happening with her? So we're not going to really be talking about like what is this big abdominal surgery that she's gone through. Okay, that's not what we're here for. Oh, strength at the bottom of the deck, what we don't see. But I did just want to check out what is Princess Catherine from the Royal British family going through now. What is Princess Catherine going through now? What is Princess Catherine going through now? Please show us. Please show us what is Princess Catherine going through now. Oh, okay. Obviously not this. What is Princess Catherine going through now? The Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Okay, perhaps some disagreements, some cutting words, some definitely friction that's happening, a clash of opinions. Maybe some people want to do something a certain way and others do not agree. Queen of Swords. Now, I know that, we always see Princess Catherine in a very elegant, gentle, motherly manner, right? But she is somebody who's very strong on the inside. She is a strong character. She knows what she wants and she knows how to get to that destination, to that goal in mind. Okay, so I've not read so much about Princess Catherine that I have a certain card that represents her for me, but it could very well be that there are disagreements inside the royal household, whether it is about how things should be approached, how things should be managed, how situations need to be managed, or even what communication, what information is released to the public about her. She may not be very happy or in agreement with how things are being done right now. She might want to be doing things differently, but it could also be very symbolic of how she does not want like any random pieces of information or leakages to be flowing out there about her. I think she's very strict about how she wants to keep her personal life personal, how she wants to protect the children, protect the family. So this sword here represents a lot to me about cutting off any tentacles that are reaching out, any leakages that could probably happen. She does not want miscommunication or misinformation, I should say, to be going out there. Okay, tell us what is happening with Princess Catherine right now. What is happening? What is happening with Princess Catherine right now? I feel this card came out, the Hierophant in reverse. I feel she may be not in alignment with what is being planned by the machine, the firm, the royal machinery. Okay, so there are things that are being done or being decided, or communication and information that's being shared with the public that is something that she's not very much in alignment with. Yeah, so the Hierophant here from me is that big business, that big team that runs everything behind the royal family. Oh, okay, what else? What is happening with her? Oh, look, I feel this. She wants to hide away. She's not feeling very up and at them, definitely, of course. She wants to hide away. She doesn't want to be seen. She doesn't want things to be known about her. And she wants to take the children with her, in the sense of, please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. She wants to keep the children safe. She wants to move them from turbulent waters, from a lot of rumors or flick-flack, or all sorts of random weird things that may be happening. She wants to move them on towards calmer waters, towards where things are more normal, towards where there's not so much hullabaloo that's going on, that's going to confuse the kids, that's going to be a source of worry for the kids also. Okay, so she does want to move on. She wants to move somewhere safe. She wants to be in a safe space, and I do feel a little bit of that despondency. She wants to hide away. So when you don't see any information about Princess Catherine, of course there is that machinery, the royal machinery that's behind it all. Okay, but of her own accord, Princess Catherine does not want her private life, her private details, the worries that she has, or even the stuff that she's going through as she recuperates. She does not want any of that to come out. And she may even be feeling like she's not up to standard to present herself. So because we do know that the royal family is in the limelight, like all the time, and millions of people are watching them all the time, scrutinizing every single thing. I mean, she's had her feet scrutinized, she's had her nails scrutinized, so it's no joke. None of us know what it's like to be under that kind of microscope, under that pressure. So to a certain extent, she doesn't feel that she is ready. She is in the best form that she could be, and so she does not want to be out there anyways, right? And of course we all respect that. She deserves her privacy as well, especially when you're recuperating from something, especially when you're already not feeling at your best. I mean, going out there is not going to help matters, especially if you know that there are going to be trolls around. There's going to be like some factions of the internet that are going to be questioning every little thing. Like, oh, why are there bags under her eyes? Why is her hair so limp and oily now? I'm not saying that I've seen pictures like that. I'm not saying I've seen people saying that, but these are the things that could come up. And for somebody like her who has been under the microscope for so much of her life, knowing what could come, she herself doesn't feel up to it. Okay, so she just wants quiet. She wants a quieter life. Perhaps, wow, this just came to me. Perhaps even a simpler life, guys. Okay, I'm not saying anything else beyond what I see here for this moment in time when she is recovering from her surgery. Okay, so she has, I think the new thoughts that are coming into her mind, she might be thinking that, oh, how I have been living my life may not be the best way to do it. She may have her own communication, her own ideas, her own information that she believes ought to be shared or not shared, which is at odds with what the firm or what the royal machinery is doing. Okay, let's see a little bit more. How is Princess Catherine recovering? How is her recovery progress? Okay, lovely 2 cards. We've got the Star come out. That's beautiful. Ooh, but we also have the 5 of Swords. So we have the Star and the 5 of Swords. I think that things are moving along, but not without bumps in the road. So she is recuperating, she is recovering, she might be getting healthier, stronger, things are getting smoother, she might be getting back into the simpler everyday routines of life. Perhaps right after the surgery, she maybe couldn't move around so well, etc. So she is getting more back into that, but it is not without humps in the road. It's not without difficulty. It's not without some sort of like, some sort of pain or anguish or difficulty. Yeah. So it is going, but it might not be going very smoothly. All right. How's she feeling about her children? How's she feeling about her 3 children? How's she feeling about Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis? How is she feeling about that? I love this card that just came out right in front of me. The 6 of Cups. How is she feeling about the children? The children are precious, right? And Prince George is really so akin with Prince William. You see him in like his stature, his demeanor, right? Like he's that quiet person. He has a lot to grow into still, Prince George. Princess Charlotte is like strong through and through, very strong, charismatic as well. People like her very much, and I think that the public respond very well to the 3 children. Okay, so the 3 children are topmost in Princess Catherine's mind. How is she feeling about them? They're topmost in her mind, and she wants to continue to make sure that they have like a happy normal day, a happy normal week, and they would depend very much on their father for that. They would depend very much on their grandparents, Carol Middleton, her husband, but they are, of course, as always, as we've always known, they are Princess Catherine's very, very big priority. So she wants happy times. She wants no disturbance, no friction, no weird like things that will make the kids anxious, make the kids wonder what on earth is happening. She wants everything to be still flowery, hunky-dory. Oh, let's see. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, but in reverse. Now, if you know me, I don't usually read reverse a lot. However, when it is pertaining to a particular person's energy, then I will take the cards in reverse, because then they do show that particular person's energy, not necessarily that collective energy, which is like a whole mashup of everybody's energies. So I think she doesn't want them to be out and about too much. She wants to keep them close to her. She wants to keep them close to her with people that she trusts. Mm. She doesn't want them out there in public. So I don't think you'll be seeing, like, Prince William taking them around. I don't think you'll be seeing like pictures of Prince William and the kids. In fact, when Prince William was going to attend the BAFTA awards, now we know that he went alone, right? But before that, I was thinking like, okay, he's going to be attending the BAFTA awards 2024, and obviously Princess Catherine was not going to be with him because she's resting, and there was a an interview, like some talk show hosts were commentating, and they were suggesting, or they were thinking, banding the idea about of whether somebody else would accompany him, like Princess Sophie, for example, so that he wouldn't be going there alone. And straight off the bat, when I heard that, I was thinking, no, Prince William is not going to be taking anybody with him, because I think, number one, for him, not necessarily the optics of it, right? Not necessarily like how people are going to see it, but for him, taking somebody else with him to the BAFTA Awards, which he's gone to before with Princess Catherine, he doesn't he would not want the idea to be like, oh, okay, somebody else came in her place. Okay, she's easily replaced. Number one, he himself, personally, he does not want that. He does not want to go with anybody else. And obviously, then number two will be the optics of it. I guess, the firm, the machinery behind it, the PR team would have thought about it through and through, and they would have made their recommendations. Prince William would have had to, say what he wanted to do as well. But definitely, I had that big message come in that said, nope, no way, Prince William is going to be wanting to take anybody else with him. So coming back to this, like, I don't think you'll be seeing Prince William in shots where he's with the kids and the kids are doing normal stuff. He's taking the kids to school, and he's not going to be doing that because he does not want to. He is also wanting to protect the kids, and he is very respectful, I would say, of Princess Catherine's stance. I think they're both very aligned with how they want to bring their children up. So he's going to be he's also very respectful, and anyway in alignment, in agreement, in concurrence with how Princess Catherine thinks about the children. So he's not going to be monetizing, so to speak, monetizing the children just because there might be an idea that, oh, if we can't show Princess Catherine, let's show Prince William and the kids, just to make everybody feel like the family's just going on as usual. There's nothing too crazy, there's nothing too traumatic, there's nothing too weird that's going on. Yeah, so I don't think you'll be saying that as well. Okay, so how does Prince William feel about Princess Catherine being out of work for now? What is Prince William feeling? What is Prince William feeling now? I think Princess Catherine has a couple more things to say, because I keep wanting to say princess. What does Prince William feel now? What does Prince William feel now? Oh, okay, 3 cards here. What does Prince William feel now? King of Wands. Yeah, he is having to do his duty. He knows what is required of him, and he will do it to the best of his ability. He will do it to the best of what he believes he ought to do. Okay, let's put this up so you can see this clearly. So King of Wands, he knows he understands what he's meant to do. He knows what is required of him, what is his responsibility, what is his role, and he will do the best that he can to fulfill. Because this is not just, a common man or woman. They are born into this life with a very clear understanding, especially as the firstborn. He's had all this, taught into him, conditioned into him, and he might make some slight changes to the direction of the path that he wants to follow. He might make slight changes, like he might say, okay, no, I'm going to focus on Catherine now that she's not well. I'm not just going to let her recuperate on her own and do my thing. I'm not going to just disregard the children all the time and just, I understand my duty is bigger than everything else. Yeah. So sometimes they might make little changes to their direction, which is what Prince William is doing. But at the bottom of it all, he still understands what is expected of him. And especially now with King Charles being also in like a recuperating form, right? Because he's undergoing his treatment for cancer, and he's definitely, not feeling up to it, like being out there. And again, with all the millions of light bulbs, looking wan, looking pasty, looking ill, looking nauseated. In the beginning, it might spur sympathy. It definitely would spur empathy in some people, but after a while, people might get concerned, people might start rumors. So yeah, so he understands what is required of him at this stage in his life, with his father also being in the condition that he is in. Page of Swords, he's stepping up and he's working hard, stepping up and taking on what he needs to do. It's new to him. It's new because even though he's been in that pathway, right, for all of his life, as the Prince of Wales, number one, it's quite a new role and responsibility for him. And then, of course, being like a stand-in for his father now, taking up the responsibilities or events that his father might not be able to take up. It is a new thing. It's a new thing that he needs to wrap his mind around. It's a new job, position, role that he needs to get used to. He needs to think through about how he wants to do things. It might also give him a lot of insight and new ideas about how he wants to do this later on in the future when it is his turn to be king, right? But he's working hard, or definitely he feels quite I think he feels very pulled in a lot of directions, in the sense of that there's a big workload waiting for him. And when I say workload, I don't just mean the appearances. I mean also that, his wife needs him, his kids need him, his father needs him, the royal family needs him, the public needs him. So, he feels like he's really working very hard. We also have the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. He is thinking about his queen. Like I said, he is thinking about his queen, and he's realizing like what kind of role she plays with him in this lifetime, and not just as his wife, not just as the mother of his children, but also as his queen. As his queen in real life, as a king, should he step into that role. So he's thinking heavily about that as well. Yeah, and he's understanding the work, the commitment that goes into it all. Yeah. What is Prince William wishing for right now? What does Prince William wish for right now? What does Prince William wish for right now? Oh, what does Prince William wish for? Okay, let's take a look at that. Look at that. What does Prince William wish for right now? The Four of Swords and Judgment. A little rest. A little rest. And perhaps he does feel judged a little bit, you know, but like if he takes that rest, if he takes that step back, if he takes the time to look after his wife and his children only, you know, he feels judged. And the thing is that whilst he might feel that, or whilst he might be concerned about that, he understands also that as a future king, as the heir to the throne, as the Prince of Wales, he is expected to step up anyways, because this is his mission in life. This is what he's here meant to do, right? So as much as he might not, as a man, want to be spending so much time away doing albeit very, very important, critical events, being out there with the people, helping the people, sowing publicity about important causes. He also, as a man, he has his own priorities as well. So there is the man with his priorities, and there is the future king with his priorities, and they don't always align. They don't. And he wishes that he could, you know, like be cut some slack. I think sometimes he wishes that he could be cut some slack, that people would not judge him for it. But at the same time, as the future king, he understands that this is what is required of him. Yeah, he doesn't have the luxury or the freedom to be able to do exactly what he wants. Okay, so remember just now I said, ooh, I don't know who this is. It could be Prince William, it could be Princess Catherine, because I was just about to say that remember I talked about Princess Catherine having more things to say, because I keep wanting to say the word princess when I was trying to ask about Prince William. So let's give Princess Catherine's energy some more airtime. Let's see, Princess Catherine, what would you like to say to the public? What would you like the public to know? What would you like to say to the public? What would you like the public to know right now? Right now, what would you like to say to the public? What would you like to say to the public? Okay, I'm going to do one more shuffle, because I have a feeling that I had a feeling that might be the only card that's going to come out. So this one, Princess Catherine's energy, is telling us, look to the future. Let's not harp on what has gone on in the past. Let's not keep asking what happened to her. How is it a planned abdominal surgery? If she was rushed into hospital? If things had to, events and dates and appointments had to be cancelled? You know, so it's not planned. And who needs so much time recuperating in the hospital, and then after that until Easter? Okay, she's not interested in that. She does not want to speak about that. Let's just look to the future. She wishes everybody would just chill and look to the future. Okay, so we also have Temperance. I think she's keep asking everybody to keep balance. Don't worry too much, but also don't rumor monger too much. All right, she'll do what she has to do. I do want to ask a couple of questions later, maybe about, you know, what she wants to do next. But yeah, balance, and perhaps too that she's looking for balance herself. But this is what she wants to tell us. Let's just be stable, be more stable. Don't be too excited, overly anxious, overly despondent, overly worried about Princess Catherine. Okay, let's just be balanced and look to the future. Whoa, okay. Yeah, so we do have the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. She expects that there will be a nice, successful, beautiful, full, robust end to this episode, because I mean, things happen in the world, and then tomorrow different news comes out, and people move on. So but she expects like everything to be happy at some point in the future. But she is also telling everybody to be strong, to be clear about who the emperor is, about to be clear about what is happening with the maybe the royal family, the monarchy. Be clear, you know who is in charge. You've got King Charles there, you've got Prince William there. Trust in them and know that they will sit strong, they will sit tall, they will rule and guide with wisdom, with care and sensitivity for their people. Yeah. Oh, so I do feel that there is a genuine love and respect for her father-in-law. Perhaps too that she's asking us to pray for him. The Fool. Oh, there might be a new start. There might be a new something, a new start. There might be a change. Okay, so this is what she's telling us. So let's keep our cool. Let's send love and light to Princess Catherine. Let's send love and light and healing energies to King Charles. Let's send love and understanding to Prince William and the children as they go through this, because no matter what, they are also human beings. They are going through this human process, this human adventure. And they're going to go through ups and downs and learn from these ups and downs. Okay, it's just that they have that added responsibility and weight of being rulers and leaders. Yeah. Okay, so Princess Catherine, what's next for you? Actually, what's next for you, Princess Catherine? What's next for Princess Catherine? This is too many cards. I'm going to put it back. What's next for Princess Catherine? Okay, what's next for Princess Catherine? We've got the Two of Wands. There is planning. There is planning. There is something new that's going to come up. New plans. So, with especially what we saw the Fool earlier, we saw the Fool. So we said there's a change coming. There's a change coming. So they're planning. They're planning for what's coming up with the globe. And this is so apt, right? They're standing, like this person standing on the turret of his castle, and yeah, Princess Catherine does have a castle. She does have a turret, I guess. So she's planning for the future, and that's why she's asked us. So we've got the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Wands come out in this reading. So there is something new that's going to happen. There's a change, whether in ideology, whether in wisdom, in thought process, in leadership. But there's something new. The way things are being done, something new is coming up, and this is what they're planning for. This is an additional card in this. It's an anniversary edition or something. It's an anniversary edition. So this card for me has so far always been about sisterhood. Sisterhood. Although recently, when I read Without the Camera for Princess Catherine, this card came out as well. And this card signified for me, what it told me, the message that it gave to me was socializing. You know, that partying, having a glass of wine, talking to people, all decked out in your finest, right? So, what's next for her? I think perhaps they're planning how she's going to be coming back, how that will look. And some of us, we know, we might think like Easter's so far away, my God, you know, like we don't need like months to plan for uh, uh, her to like appear in public again. But we should not forget that these are people who live their lives on another level. It's like how, you know, in the past, where maidens, young girls who reach a certain age, eligible age, and then they have debutante balls, right? And those go like, I think, 1 year in the planning, 2 years in the planning. So it might be a very important, there might be a very important advancement or change or situation that is tied together with when Prince Catherine re-emerges in in the public eye. Hmm. So several things just occurred to me. It could be that through her surgery or through what's happened to her, things have changed for her physically, and that's why there's a lot of planning on how to present her. It could just be like, you know, after so long, you know, how do we just suddenly appear again? You know, what do we say? What is the best event or best time for her to appear? How is she gonna be outfitted? You know, what message is she going to send across? All those things are like for important consideration. So that's like that second scenario that I just described is, I think, like the most simple, the most business as usual, nothing too catastrophic, nothing too changed up scenario. The first one, like when she might be physically different, I guess would be like, you know, a one step up, a little bit more complex, a little bit needs a little bit more finesse or sensitivity when you know, coming out with her about it. I don't feel that she's going to be very much changed. Like, not, she's not going to be like crazy changed physically. Not like she's going to come out without one leg or something. You know, that's what I mean. And I by no means wish that upon her. But it's not like a big transformative change like that. It's not going to be like that. Yeah, but there is talk that is planning now about how and when they're going to show Princess Catherine again. And of course, the scenario 3 is that there is a big change. There might be a change in leadership, which is, you know, at the end of the day, you will see just the family, just that nucleus family, like, you know, being at the helm of it all. Okay, anyway, perhaps let's get any more information we can find out about what is next for Princess Catherine. What is next for Princess Catherine? What is next for Princess Catherine? Can we know? One final shuffle. Okay, not getting any more. Okay. So the Eight of Swords, right on this, right on the coming out. right on the coming out. She might be feeling stuck. This card came out as well when I read about Princess Catherine on my own. So she might feel like there are things, oh, she doesn't want to do it. She feels stuck. She has to do it. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think the king, whoever the king is, the king might want something in a certain way. Princess Catherine feels stuck. Princess Catherine feels like, oh, she has to do it. She doesn't really want to do it. She's not sure how to go about this. How do I tell the king I don't want to do this? Oh, the Four of Wands. This is great. This is great. Prince William is not going to be stepping up to the position of king as yet, anytime soon. Not yet. Not this year, I don't think. Not yet. Not yet. I know a lot of people are, talking about that. Oh, is King Charles going to abdicate? Is King Charles going to be well enough to actually rule? And they think about Prince William is going to step up. I don't think so. Not yet. The King of Pentacles is not from this household, this nucleus family yet. Not yet. I don't know when, but not yet. Energy at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. The time will come. The time will come, but not yet. Not yet. Okay. All right. So this has been my read for Princess Catherine. What is going on with her? And what does she want to tell us in her own words from her energy? What her husband, Prince William, is feeling now? So I hope that this has been interesting for you, and if it has, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate your support here at the channel 3 Lotus Tarot. I'll do a few more about the royal family because I do find them quite intriguing. Like I said, the information, the lessons that we can learn, it's crazy how we see things unfold. Sometimes they're really like, you can be quite speechless when you see what happens, but you understand that this unfolds on the world's stage so that the masses can understand or learn new information or learn new wisdom. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go now, but I truly would appreciate it if you supported me and let me know that the videos are interesting for you and you like them by giving me a thumbs up, commenting or sharing or subscribing. That'd be great. To the 3 Lotus Tarot. Until I see the next one, bye bye.